All right, everybody, welcome to today's options and futures daily trade recap. Let's take a look at what happened here today on July 7th. So we take a look at the market, got SPY pulled up here, had a pretty good opening move on the day, and then we settled all the way back down to basically a break even, down slightly on the day. So I think markets ended down maybe a 0.26 on the day. So it's a little bit of a negative end to the week here. So 2 down days in a row, pretty good yesterday and a little bit more today, even though we rallied up, couldn't seem to break through. So we've really got this resistance zone still sitting here about 444. I've talked about it already. We've also got this uptrend channel that we've been in. We continue to fuss with this channel. So you've really got a couple different potential ascending triangles here, but we got to see if we can break that 44.4 spot. And if we can't, then we're going to be maybe heading lower. Let's see how low we go. Bad internal signs today. Yesterday, MACD went negative. Today, even more so. RSI heading down. You can see squeeze here on the daily. All the momentum is just coming out of it right now. So we've lost all momentum to the upside for the most part. And then the stochastic momentum is tipping over and starting to break down through that top overbought zone. So all of those are fairly negative looking internals. We'll see what happens right now. But, we're still hitting above the 21 EMA here, and we're above the 50. We're above the 200. So those are stacked. Let's see what holds up in here. We've got this previous resistance zone that could act as support. It's already bounced off of that once. Let's see if we channel here or move higher. Really don't have a strong directional move in play. As for the Qs, pretty much the same exact scenario. You've got really weak looking internals as things seem to be tipping over a bit here. We're going out a little bit more on this support, previous resistance, now support zone. We'll see if this thing holds up. In fact, I'm going to change the color on it a bit just to indicate that it's not really a resistance anymore. It's flipped to support. We'll see if things hold. You've got this support area here that we're just not moving through yet on this ascending triangle as well. So again, nothing different there. And then IWM on the day was the positive spot on the day, up a little over 1% to the upside, still off of its highs on the day, but it did go back here trying to fill this little gap that it made yesterday. Still in a squeeze, which it's been in for 3 days now, almost 4 out of the last 5 days. In a squeeze, could pop either way, but you've got MACD kind of hanging down below the zero line, stochastic momentum dropping, but the weekly looks decent still. It's fussing with this downtrend, and if it can't break it, we'll see where we go, but we're just getting tighter and tighter and tighter as we're not breaking this downtrend line. We've got this trend line here. We're not really close to it, but if we also wanted to draw another trend line in here from these bottoms and up, depending on where you really want to place this thing, where we get the most points in here, I think you're getting really tight as the squeeze is indicating. So it could go any direction on IWM. And then lastly, a few things that quick take a look at. Bonds just really getting whacked pretty good here. So as we've seen some of the labor market posts coming out, bonds are just taking a beating here, just day after day for the last several days. Really the last 2 weeks, bonds have sold off pretty well, heading down into maybe this loose support area here. I don't know. You've got a squeeze firing negative, you've got MACD dropping negative, and you've got the stochastic momentum firing lower. Nothing positive to say about bonds. I don't know that we're at anywhere near a low on bonds, breaking through this ranging area here. we'll see what happens. But I'm not looking to get long bonds anytime soon. We'll keep an eye on what's happening in the market. And then a bunch of just really mixed sectors here. You have XLK down just a fraction, but then you had XLY up a fraction. Then you had XLC, your Meta and Google, down a fraction. But then you had the financials up a bit today. Then you had XLE, the energy sector, up even more today. So energy had a good day. But then we're back into healthcare, down on the day. XLI, the industrials, up a fraction. XBI, biotech, just pretty much up a fraction, not much there. Healthcare again here on the XPH, which is down just a bit on the day. Oil, up on the day. So really a ton of mixed signals. No wonder we ended the day flat. There's just nothing going on. The market's a bit tired in here. It's just ranging a bit, so nothing to do. Now, Amazon, one of our only core holdings, so we only own one stock, and that's Amazon. Everything else is ETFs or futures. Amazon's it. We're up really nicely, 530% on our Amazon trade, so that's doing really, really well. And we had a good day on Amazon as it's bouncing off of this little support area in here. But it's, again, just getting tighter. It's in a squeeze, can go either way. The downside might be the side if tech is getting weak. We'll see what happens. A break below this support here, which is now at this PSAR dot exactly here. So if we fall below about 127.5 or so, so if we break 127, we will trigger a PSAR sell bearish signal. And then we will also be looking to potentially be breaking the 21 EMA. So lots of stuff here on Amazon as we watch it. So let's take a look at what happened in the account today. And on our particular account on the daily here, we ended the day with a delta around 205, which is 0.07%. Totally fine where we are on delta. We're well below our 0.2% maximum up or down threshold. We're slightly bullish delta, which is all good for right now. We'll see what happens. The market moves up, our delta will drop. If the market starts to drop, our delta is going to move up. So we may have to put on some negative delta type trades if we get bearish here, which we're not at this point. Theta 764, really being consistent on theta. We're just hanging out with that theta daily, almost a 0.27, 0.23 or 0.3, which is about where we're always at. So 0.3, 0.4 is our goal. We can't really get there in a low vol environment. So 0.3 is about where we want to be hanging out. So I'm pretty happy with where we are on theta. That's perfect. NetLick on this Income Navigator trading account, NetLick jumped up about $2,000 today. So we had about a $2,100 day to the upside on our NetLick. Some really good moves. If I'm looking at what happened here today, we had a really good day in the Aussie dollar futures. We had good days on ES because we dropped a tad. So all of our strangles really got a little bit healthier again today. The 112 is doing fantastic. So about $900 of the day on ES. Our HE lean hogs, 112 had a good day today. That was up nicely on the day. That whole trade's up 73%. Dropped a bit on livestock, live cattle futures trade here. We have a strangle on live cattle, just continues to march higher and higher, which is not great for the strangle. We're not in any trouble right now, but we are down slightly on that trade. And then the only other real winner today was Amazon, because Amazon jumped. We made really good money on our synthetic stock. And then we had a $216 realized win today. And guess what that was on? Yep. $216 at pretty much every Friday. That was this Amazon covered call that we sell every single Friday. That thing expired today. So Amazon was up. This covered call expired. $216 winner on the day. which so 100% premium capture on that and a 3% return on our capital. We'll just keep selling weekly covered calls against our synthetic position. And if Amazon continues to just inch its way higher slowly, best of all worlds. If we rocket higher, great for the synthetic stock. If we fall a bit, our covered calls will be printing a bit and reducing our basis. So overall, good day, $216 to the good for the good guys. If you like this video, please go ahead and click that like button. As always, go ahead and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I also posted a video on how I'm trading a small account on here as well in our service. So you can see exactly what I've done to set up that small account. We're averaging 3 to 4% a month on that, which is going to give us about a 30 to 40 some percent annualized return on that small account, which has started off the year at $10,000. It's up nicely on the year so far. So if you want to check that video out, check out the trade rule videos and the portfolio management video that I posted. Other than that, I want you guys to have a great rest of your weekend here. Have a great Friday night. We'll see you guys all in the different channels next week. Enjoy a great weekend. Bye-bye.